Welcome to the ALGO-CRM feature playlist. In this video, we will see integrated task management. First, we will start from the company page where we need to select a company. I am selecting Arihant Private Limited. Now we are on the dashboard of ALGO-CRM. We can create an integrated task from an enquiry or a support ticket. Here, we will illustrate how to create a task using an enquiry ticket. To do this, go to the left menu panel, select Workflows, and then click on Enquiry Ticket. An enquiry ticket is essentially an enquiry list page where you can track, add, and manage all incoming enquiries in one place. It provides a centralized view of every customer query, whether received through emails, WhatsApp messages, or in-person visits, ensuring that no lead is missed or forgotten. Now, we will create a new enquiry by clicking on the Add New button. In this form, there are 4 mandatory fields: contact person, enquiry description, receive date and received by. Let's take a real-life example to understand this better. Suppose we have a customer named Akhil Gupta who wants to purchase 5 laptops. He has raised an enquiry with our company, and we will now create this enquiry in the system. First, in the name field, we need to enter the contact person's name. If the contact person has raised an enquiry before or we have created contact from Contact Master form, then their name will already appear in the drop-down. If it's not available, we can click on the plus icon to create a new contact. But for now, I am selecting Akhil Gupta from the drop-down list. Next, in the enquiry description field, we will write, wants to buy 5 laptops. In the receive date field, we must select the date on which the enquiry was received. The date should always be either the current date or a past date, not a future one. In the received by field, the name of the person who received the enquiry will appear. By default, it will show the name of the user creating the enquiry. We can change the received by field from the drop-down. If the required executive is not available in the list, we can create a new one by clicking on the plus icon. In the assign to field, we select the executive who will handle the enquiry, either by choosing from the drop-down or creating a new one using the plus icon. Here, I am selecting the Aman executive from the drop-down. In the pipeline field, we will select the pipeline to be used for the enquiry from the drop-down. Here, I am selecting the sales pipeline. Once the pipeline is selected, the stage field will automatically be filled with the assigned stage, though it can also be changed from the drop-down. If the assign to field is filled, then the pipeline and stage fields become mandatory. Similarly, if the pipeline field is filled, then the assign to and stage fields become mandatory. In the next action date field, we specify the deadline for the next action by selecting the date and time, either manually or using the calendar icon. As soon as the next action date is filled, the reminder option gets enabled. A reminder icon will appear, which can be used to notify the assigned executive and ensure the enquiry is completed on time. On the upper right side, 3 options are available: Task, WhatsApp, and Attachment. First, let's check the Task option, which helps us create tasks related to an enquiry. If we want to assign a task linked to this enquiry, we can do it through Task. By clicking on Add Task, a form will open where we need to fill in task-related details. This form has 3 mandatory fields: task description, created date, and created by. Let's understand this with an example. Suppose we need to send a quotation to Akhil Gupta, the contact person, for 5 laptops. For this task, we will create a new task entry. Task description. Enter, prepare and share quotation. Assign to. Select the executive responsible from the drop-down. If the required executive is not listed, create a new one by clicking on the plus icon. Action due date. Specify the deadline for completing the task by selecting the date and time manually or using the calendar icon. This date must always be later than the created date. Once the due date is selected, a reminder icon will appear, which can be used to send reminders to the assigned executive to complete the task on time. Created person, select Akhil Gupta. Status, we need to select the status of the task. Right now, I am creating a task, so the status will remain open. Remarks, add any additional instructions, such as, include bulk discount and warranty details in the quotation. Created date, enter the date when the enquiry was received. This must be either the current date or a past date, not a future one. Created by, the system will automatically display the name of the user who created the inquiry. You can change it from the drop-down if needed. If the required executive is not available, a new one can be added through the plus icon. In the upper right corner, there are two icons, WhatsApp icon and a paperclip icon. The WhatsApp icon helps us redirect to the contact person's WhatsApp chat, allowing us to communicate with that person directly. The paperclip icon helps us attach documents related to the task. Now, we will click on Submit, which will submit our task and it will appear in the task list. On the inquiry page, after the task icon, the WhatsApp icon will directly take us to the contact person's WhatsApp chat, making it easier and faster to resolve the inquiry. Next, the paperclip icon allows us to attach documents related to the inquiry. Once all the required details are filled, we can submit the inquiry. After submission, the inquiry will appear in the inquiry list. We will check whether the task we created is displayed in the task list or not. For this, go to the left menu panel, select Workflows, and then choose Task. Here, you will see that the task we created is now visible in the task list. Now that we've created the inquiry and assigned it to an executive, let's switch to the executive role to view and update the inquiry. After logging in with the executive role, we'll start from the company page and select the company. This will take us to the dashboard. First, we'll go to the inquiry page by navigating through the left menu panel, then Workflow, and then click on Inquiry Ticket, where we can check the assigned inquiries. After that, we'll move to the Call Explorer from the left menu panel to review and track the inquiries there as well. Now, we will select Inquiry from the options of Inquiry, Support and Task. Here, I am selecting Assigned Inquiry to check whether the assigned inquiries are visible. Now, let's click on the inquiry and select the Status Update option. In the Remarks field, I will enter, the quotation has been shared, and the deal has been finalized. In the Stage field, I will mark the inquiry as matured. After that, I will also change the task status by clicking on the task icon. Then click on the Edit button, set the status to Completed. In Remarks field, I will enter, quotation shared, and then submit the task. Then, we will submit the updated inquiry status as well. Now, let's move to the Ledger section. In the first stage of the inquiry, which is new, we can open it and see that 4 fields can be edited: Inquiry Description, Category, Product List and Remarks. Next, in the second stage, when we perform a status update or make the last update in the ledger, we can edit the entire inquiry. But in the task, we can edit only 2 fields, the task description and the remarks. Additionally, using the delete option in the ledger, we can remove any stage if required. Next, we will switch to the owner role. After logging in, we will start from the company page and select the company. From there, we will be directed to the dashboard. On the left menu panel, we will navigate to Call Explorer. Here, by selecting the Matured checkbox, we can verify whether the inquiry is displayed under the Matured section or not. The inquiry is now visible and has successfully matured. Here, we saw how an integrated task works with an inquiry. Similarly, We can create task with a support ticket as well. This helps us resolve inquiries and support tickets faster and manage tasks more easily. Thank you.